David was at a low point in his life when he wrote Psalm 142. He was in a cave, and while a cave offered protection from his enemies, from Saul and from others that were pursuing him and trying to kill him, a cave is also a very dark place. It's a place where the cold penetrates into the bones, and it's a lonely place. In one sense, through the coronavirus, we all entered into the COVID cave, the cave of protection against spreading a virus, but also a separation from others and the coldness that came from that. And there was always the danger that fellowship would cease and the love of most would grow cold. And that's still a danger that we face. We need one another. We need fellowship, not only with the Lord, but with one another. Well, Psalm 142 expresses that kind of hope in prayer that he will not only be delivered, but be able to come out of the cave, out of the protection point. I cry aloud to the Lord. I lift up my voice to the Lord for mercy. I pour out my complaint before him. Before him I tell my trouble. Look, it's so desperate. When my spirit grows faint within me, it is you who know my way. In the path where I walk, men have hidden a snare for me. Look to my right and see. No one is concerned for me. I have no refuge. No one cares for my life. What a low point David got. In the cave, it seems like no one cares. No one cares. There's an isolation, and he's very low. I cry to you, O Lord. I say, you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. Listen to my cry, for I'm in desperate need. Rescue me from those who pursue me, for they are too strong for me. Set me free from my prison, that I may praise your name, that the righteous will gather about me because of your goodness to me. In the most desperate times, in the times of great distress, in the times where it seems like we need the protection, but we also seem like no one cares about us. We're all alone, maybe crawling into our own shell, as it were. The Lord still cares about you, and the Lord will provide deliverance. In one way, Jesus entered the cave of the grave, we might say, and he emerged on the third day, victorious in resurrection hope. And even though we go into the cave of despair and even into death, we will emerge when the Lord returns at the second coming, and he will indeed take us out of the cave of death into eternal life forevermore.